Hot takes, get your hot takes. What up? It's your boy T-Burn Reaction. So, saw this on Pllana, seeing he having new Wild's Great 7 players for Wrestling Wednesday tomorrow, but saw they had on the video say sorry Cody Rhodes. I'm thinking here we go again with another of the thing with Damien title run better than the Cody one, whatever. But it wasn't that. It's a new hot take video, so probably one of the thing is involving the story Cody Rhodes from Pllana. But anyway, without further ado, let's see the hot takes of your hot takes. You know, it's 8 minute video, but you know with me, when it comes to certain hot takes, it's gonna take longer because I like to express my thoughts and everything as well too. When I'm passionate, the video gonna be longer than when I'm very passionate about a subject and I gotta say my piece. The video gonna be longer than it is. So anyway, without further ado, let's see what these hot takes looking like. Let's get it.
Welcome back to their hot takes video, and the first one comes from Bret Hart, who says that today's wrestling needs to ban slap spots. As we know, Vince McMahon banned it back in 2020, and a lot of wrestling fans were upset with that decision. However, since stepping away from the WWE and with Triple H coming in, we've seen the return of leg slaps, and I just want to say that I completely agree with Bret Hart. We don't need to see anyone slapping their legs during a kick or anything like that. It takes away from wrestling. It makes it look extremely fake. I'm not a fan of it. I was happy that the WWE did indeed get rid of it back in 2020, and now that they brought it back, I'm unhappy again. So hopefully they listen to Bret Hart, and hopefully we never see another wrestler slap their leg in the WWE or in all of wrestling, honestly. Madden Davis says that if Roman is not scheduled to return at SummerSlam, then CM Punk and Drew should main event, and I kind of have to agree with that. I think that Solo versus Cody,
I'm gonna be honest, I kind of agree with that. If I had a slap shop, I'm 50-50 on that. But this one, I somewhat agree. I mean, it doesn't take away from Kobe being champion. There's playing matches where the champion wasn't the main event as well too. It started match, hell, even some Roman's matches started the pay-per-view before it ended because he wanted to leave earlier than usual. But anyway, I mean, someone agree if that's the case though, but I doubt that Roman's not returning. But I doubt there's no chance that Roman's not returning. I think he is going to return SummerSlam. I mean, regardless of the outcome, I say that because of course I want Cody to win, but it's folks was wanting Cody to lose just to put it on guys' face, and sometimes they elect to cater to them type of folks right there too, the Heat minds or the Heat fans, but if it's don't look like Roman's returning, then I understand that Punk and Drew should be main event, which is true because it's like one of them non-title matches that is like big as well too. Should have been the same situation. To be honest, what was the main event of Because I think what was the main event of the last pay-per-view? I'm trying to remember. Give me a second. Hold on a second. Where's my I'll get my thing all the way back here. Let me pause real quick. Oh, the last here. Oh, it was one. I'm trying to remember. I think it was Heatwave that had the No, it wasn't them. It was Heatwave that had the match that What was Heatwave? That was like. I'm trying to remember what pay per view was it. I'm trying to remember, but anyway. But I don't know. It was the Bloodline one, but nah. I think the Drew. Yeah, that's how the Drew should have and them should have closed the match out. To be honest. But no, it was not knocking a 6-man tag match. 6-man tag is pretty cool, but I feel like the titles, especially if it's going to go the way it go, that should have ended the match. I think that did. I'm not sure. I don't think that's when it ended the match. Who knows? Anyway, but like I said, if Roman's not returning now, I can understand why this don't be the main event. So let's see what Pllana say about this.
is not a SummerSlam main event, especially because CM Punk and Drew McIntyre have been feuding for so long, and now that you have Seth Rollins in the picture, I think they got to main event. I really hope they do.
Exactly, in case you have a potential that potential that unfortunately Seth might turn heel and whatever, that could be as well too. But it's like I said, Roman does return, definitely make Solo versus Cody the main event as well too. I would say even if Jay returns, still make an event. But if neither one, I understand if Drew and Punk end up being the main event, to be honest.
Roman does not come back. But if Roman is coming back, then Solo and Cody have to get that main event spot because that return is going to go insane. Staying with CM Punk, this says that CM Punk will lead the New Judgment Day. I don't think that's the case. I don't want to see that at all. I think CM Punk is much better as a singles competitor.
That don't make sense. It don't make sense as well too. And I had a little Twitter about recently over folks some is one lady I follow is a serious Drew fan. Is one the pop she retweeted this one lady saying that the Drew McIntyre is a real babyface and nobody ready for that conversation. I say, what are you talking about? And then she said, you're not ready for the conversation. Then I made Malone Lord's retweet saying that I hate folks changing the narrative or trying to make it bizarre or stuff like that. And she said that, and she really trying to stand on business that you're not ready for conversation. First off, I hate folks who say you're not ready to say this and that, but you're not ready for this conversation. Then shut the fuck up. Then if we're not ready for the conversation, like don't be an asshole with that. But anyway, but it is always gonna be folks that like to make like facing Hill claim that face Hill subjective or anything but it's part of storyline. I mean, don't confuse fans or whatever. Try to change change the storyline to your needs just so you feel like the person you root for is the baby face, and you just admit you like heels and bad guys. So whatever.
But aside from that, I don't want to see
Just
this
make
guy
you a villain lover.
with Finn Balor or Damian Priest or any of those guys. I just think keep CM Punk by himself. If you want to have him team up with John Cena or somebody in the future, because apparently that's a rumor, that's fine. But I don't want to see him leading a faction. As I said, he's much better as a singles competitor. The next hot take says that Cody's title reign is actually good. It has 3 great title defenses, a great feud with AJ Styles, good promos as well. But his one problem is that he is being held back by that shit bloodline stuff. And I want to say that his reign is okay. I don't think it's great. I don't think it's bad. It's kind of average at this point. But I do want to agree with the bloodline stuff. I don't think that Cody needs to keep feuding with the bloodline right now. Maybe down the line. Maybe.
I agree. I feel like the only reason it did it just to propel Solo for Roman's return. That's the only reason it happened. And long story while Cody said he wasn't ready, I feel like the reason why Cody been getting Cody been trying to pack up him and his friends to prove that he's ready. That's the other thing people don't point out as well too. Now, but yeah, I feel like like I said, the reason, and again, I'll say it from the last video, it's not Cody's fault. It's not because it's not to say he's a born champion. It's nothing like that. It's just like, and again, it's how both him and Damian Priest got set up with the roster with as well too. Right now, Raw has more heels than SmackDown, so they have and top people to go against the top title holder than SmackDown as well too. Right now, the one they had was AJ Styles. Another top title was be Randy Orton, but that's down the line. So I feel like it's a slow cook as well too. And then again, we got Rock, and we might have the rematch with Roman. Who knows? As well too. The Logan Paul, I understand why he did that. I'm not mad at it because he's like, ever since Mansoor's been gone, he's been like the new guy to be the attraction for the Saudi Arabia events. That's the one reason I was okay with it. AJ and him part 2 was good as well too. I understand folks didn't like the ending, but still. But the Solo thing, only reason I'm okay with it because it's prepared for the possible return of Roman Reigns as well too, and the potential bloodline civil war between the OG bloodline and the bloodline review. That's the only reason I'm okay. But there's folks whoever just did not like Cody in the first place, and did not want Cody had a title in the first place, was still butthurt over Rock and Roman not happening sooner than later. Is the main ones who are all about, they're down to the wire, pushing this narrative about Cody Rhodes, Tyrone being boring. It's not boring, all right. You just don't like him. Just say that, leave it at that. Stop pushing anything just because you don't like it. That's all it is. It's your hate pushes towards well too. I dislike Roman as the tribal chief Roman. I was a big fan of Babyface Roman. I'm not going. I didn't downplay his title Roman. I did not like the title. I like trying, but I respected but I understood why the way it is as well too. I mean, but at the same time, I hate that they make it is like that is booking wise. They always give this like always they always make these assholes who love villains so right as well too about heels of a belt title run. I can. What is it so different that Babyface can have great title roles and they had great lengthy title roles back then, like the Bob Backlund, the Bruno Sammartino. Even though he's controversial right now because being the Trump supporter and all that, Hogan and many others who was babyfaces that had good title runs. Why all of a sudden it changed as of late though? What's the deal? As well too. Like is booking that lazy? I'm calling it lazy. I don't care what it is. It's lazy. If you have this much power to give all this creativity to give to heels, why can't you do the same for baby faces as well too? It's lazy. It's lazy as well. It's lazy. I don't care what you say.
If he turns face, but right now I'm not a fan. Speaking of the bloodline stuff, the big dog says that Solo should beat Cody at SummerSlam.
Here we go.
And that is one super spicy hot take that I just can't agree with. I do not want to see Solo win. I don't think he should win. I think Cody versus The Rock or Cody versus Roman.
The only folks that want him to win is the people I told you about that's already on Cody, the bloodline fans who still butthurt Roman lost, the ones that want Rocky versus Roman, the ones that just hate Cody, and or the as well as the Heat Monster fans who just want shit to happen just to see other wrestling fans head explodes, cry, melt, all this stuff, man. The miserable motherfuckers I'm always talking about them. But anyway, let's keep going.
It are two big matches that gotta happen in the future.
That's why I'm still open minded about the end as well too. Of course, I want Cody to win, but I'm open minded because I don't want no surprises. I don't want to be in a shit end of it as well too. So whatever. Same with WrestleMania. I'm doing the same thing because motherfuckers in this fandom like to ruin shit just because they miserable as fuck as well too. They can't. They're if they. I'm sorry. If your enjoyment is to see other fans disappointed and all of that, use them as a person. No, you deny all you want to. I don't care. You're miserable.
Then you got Randy Orton. I think Solo just winning the belt would ruin a lot of those plans, so he should not win.
And not to mention, it's bad enough, and I'll say this, WWE put themselves against the wall by giving Roman Reigns that lengthy title run, and because of that, anybody, whether face heel or anybody in general, got a lot to go behind over that. That's going to be another thing as well too. But anyway, considering the final boss almost guaranteed to return for Cody, if not Randy, then he should beat him for the undisputed title. He'd be insane. First off, I hate that. I understand it's part of wrestling, but I'm starting to dislike that term less and less because folks love it too much to the point that we have Heat Miser who just want stuff to happen just for Heat, nothing more, nothing less. They don't give a shit about the storyline, the competitor, or even the match. They want shit to happen just for Heat, just to Heat, just as I said, to see other fans disappointed and all as well too. Again, bunch of miserable motherfuckers. I don't care what you say.
Speaking of The Rock, this says that considering the final boss is almost guaranteed to return for Cody, if not Randy, then The Rock should be the one who beats Cody for the undisputed title. The heat he would get would be insane. I don't hate that idea at all. I think the final boss was one of the greatest things we've ever seen in all of pro wrestling. But one problem I will have is if he's not showing up, at least to defend the title once every 2 months.
That's the thing, too.
I don't love seeing a non-defending champion.
We do not need another shit. We already doing that with Logan Paul right now with this USA title. Please let LA Knight beat him, man. That's what I'm saying. Don't. Just let him beat him, man.
The Rock, I will let it slide. But if The Rock comes back and has his title for like 6 months and doesn't show up, then that would be whack. Dark Lightning says, within the next 6 years, maybe at WrestleMania 46, Roman and Cody should have a trilogy, but this time Roman as a babyface and Cody as a heel. The stipulation should be that whoever loses has to retire. Let's get rid of that stipulation. I do not want to see that one.
No stipulation. It's too soon for them to retire, but I can see it happen. It happens. A reverse of feuds happens all the time wrestling as well too. We witnessed this with Stone Cold versus Rock. We witnessed it with Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. We witnessed this with Triple H and Randy Orton. Triple H and Randy Orton. Triple H and Undertaker. We witnessed it plenty of times, so that's a given as well too. That could happen. A heel Cody Rhodes and a Roman Reigns as well too. Like I said, I root for the guys who was the babyface, and then the next time if you when it was heel, I root against them. That's how wrestling works as well too. It's not fickle or anything like that. Fucker Dollar Degato. I'm saying his name. I don't give a fuck about that muscle bound head motherfucker from Jobber Tears always come in my head over that shit. Fuck him as well too. You know, as I call our names as folks when I'm in my mode. But anyway, and I'm in my little ranting mode as well too. But yeah, it's being a wrestling fan. That's how wrestling works. So shut the hell up with that fickle shit as well too. Fickle's only when folks turn on wrestlers while they're in the same alignment as well too. Then they was rooting for them as well too. That's fickle. Fickle is turn on somebody when they go to another company. That's fickle. Root for them as a face, root against them as a heel is was wrestling all fault. If that's the case, then this wrestling business been made for folks to be fickle. So so shut the fuck up with that bullshit. All right, damn. Like Craig, and throw a brick of that muscle bound head, motherfucker. Let me not say too much before I get myself I don't want to put myself in trouble. You know what I'm saying? But anyway.
But I do want to see a third and final match between Roman and Cody at WrestleMania, and I don't think we should wait until WrestleMania 46.
No,
honestly, if I was WWE, I'm booking it
long
for WrestleMania 42 because I do think a Homelander Cody versus a badass babyface Roman could do big numbers and could make a lot of money. Duncan Rule says that the IC
and what will be so funny about that too. I said that in my last video. The same folks who hate on Cody and all that as well too, the ones I mentioned, was gonna be glazing the fuck out of him if he turns heel, especially if it's Homelander heel. They gonna be glazing the fuck out of him because they did the same shit to Roman, pretty much. Just saying. I mean, they kind of do it right now with Giles Alexander. He turned heel, so yeah, they gonna do the same thing. So. Yeah.
Title picture is more interesting than the WWE Championship right now, and I disagree. Like, I know that Cody has not had the best reign, but to say that the IC title is better, I don't agree with. I think the IC title picture is cool. You got Braun Breaker, you got Sami Zayn, you got Ilya
It's a good title run, but
great,
no.
But I don't think it's better than Cody Rhodes and his matches against AJ Styles or Logan Paul. Young Tim says that the World Heavyweight Championship feels more prestigious than the WWE title.
Again.
I think you can make that argument, and I think it would work. I do think that Damian Priest has done a better job, or at least the storylines on Raw have been more interesting, and the matches have been a lot of fun too. So I would say that the World Heavyweight Championship does feel more prestigious than the WWE title, and if Gunther wins, then it might be even more prestigious than it is right now. Better Than Premier League says that I have to finish my story by getting mentioned in your channel, and they say that Roman Reigns will win the World Heavyweight Championship. I do not see that happening.
No.
I think if Roman's winning a championship, a world championship, it's going to be the WWE title. But even with that, I don't want to see that happen. I think that Roman should not be a world champion again unless he's doing a full-time schedule, or at least showing up more than once every 6 months, because that was getting ridiculous.
Or we get the reverse matchup.
Jonathan says that Dominic should be a world champion, at least a short-term one, at some point in 2025. I would not mind at all. I think Dom would make for a great world champion. I think he's going to have multiple world...
Right now, I'm going to say no. Probably mainly because he's heel right now, but if he turns a babyface, maybe. But not right now, man.
Championships in his future, so why not start now and give him maybe a 1 month or 2 month transitional run? Yeah, it's not a terrible idea, but with Triple H, I don't see it happening. He does not book short-term things like that. I do want to say that I want to see Dom win the Money in the Bank in 2025 and then cash in 2026. Addison says that as much as I love Gunther, putting the title on him right now is not the play. He needs another lengthy title reign, and I just don't see him with a world title at WrestleMania. Plus, I think Damian has proved he deserves a longer run with the strap. And to make things even more interesting, this hot take says that Gunther should not win the World Heavyweight Championship. I feel like Finn Balor should dethrone Damian and instead have Gunther beat Cody for the undisputed WWE title. Right there, it builds story. Finn's story of capturing the World Heavyweight Championship as he deserves, and Gunther finally getting his revenge on Cody, and then Cody turns heel. There's a lot going on there, but I will say that
He did Cody turn heel out the question on that one, and I don't think so. I mean, I get the first part, but Gunther trying to beat Cody, no.
I think Finn Balor beating Damian Priest for the World Heavyweight Championship could be a great storyline. And honestly, I could see Gunther beating Cody for the WWE title. That would work as well if they want to go down that route. With that said, I don't mind Gunther winning the World Heavyweight Championship.
One thing I'm saying, if this is later on the line past this WrestleMania 41, that's the only reason I'm okay with him taking the title off of Cody. Only because we need a too long of a lengthy title run as well too. He dealt with enough with Roman as well too. But at the same time, turn him heel, not yet.
Will bring prestige to it, and I think that WWE might be booking a big-time WrestleMania match between Gunther and Brock Lesnar for WrestleMania 41. That's just my little prediction. The next hot take says that Paul Heyman was the best member of the Bloodline. I will disagree and say it's Roman Reigns, but I will say Paul Heyman is number 2, followed by Sami Zayn, and then Jey Uso, and then Solo, and then Jimmy Uso. I'm not considering the new Bloodline. That's a totally different thing in my opinion.
Man, he put Solo over Jimmy though.
Yeah. Matt says that Seth Rollins is supremely overrated. I gotta say I disagree. I think he is properly rated, but I do want to say that I think he could be a lot better if he stops with his goofy, flamboyant stuff he's doing. If he's more serious, that Seth Rollins would get so much more over. That's what I would do if I was Seth Rollins, but he clearly has not been doing that, so I don't think it's going to change. But that is my 2 cents on Seth Rollins. But for now, he is properly rated. He's still one of the biggest stars in WWE. C Omega says that LA Knight is not world championship material. Same with Jey Uso. I gotta disagree with this. I think both LA Knight and Jey Uso right now could be the world heavyweight champion or the WWE champ. It would work. It would be great, and they would sell so much money because these two are they've been selling merchandise like crazy. So I think a lot of people want to see these guys, especially if they were world champions. Hopefully, it happens sometime in the near future. This person right here says that LA Knight is even worse than not championship material. They think that LA Knight is a glorified jobber.
Personally, your shit's not null and void. He can't spell LA Knight right, so that's already just dead already. And two, if in fact they did folks to say that anyway, like it's ridiculous, like come on, like I don't get folks standards of wrestling anymore these days, like folks standing in wrestling is too damn high. Reason why I said prime example is how they treat Cody. How certain fans, not the Cody fans, but certain fans treat Cody. You know what I'm saying? And how it's like the standards is just too high right now. It's not even funny.
Which is just insane. I do not think that's the case. LA Knight is a superstar. He's one of the most over people in the company. His wrestling is decent. It's not great, but it's not bad. It's good enough to be a world champion. So I gotta disagree. He is not a glorified jobber, and hopefully he is the U.S. champion this weekend. The next hot take says that Triple H's reign of terror was necessary for Raw after the brand split, and no one else could have carried Raw except Triple H. I would disagree with this one because I think
I don't care what anybody say. The reigns of terrors are never. I don't care what anybody say. And there's fact who folks was fans of it. I mean, whatever. I mean, you just there's some people, and funny about it, there's some people who think the reign of terrors are justified. Triple H, somebody said Triple H one is justified because of him getting punished for the Montreal Screwjob and all the things. And for them saying that is why I feel like we dealt with the same shit with Roman. They felt like because and somebody said it was justified for him getting booed, and it's probably why they did it too, because of the assholes booing him why he's a baby face as well as the bad booking as well too. So that's why I said that Roman Reigns' little four-year reign of terror part 2, no pun intended, was pretty much a big ass apologies for the bad booking during his babyface run, and a big punishment for them because of the assholes who booed him during his babyface run. So yeah.
Thank you, Shawn Michaels. And even though people don't love him now, Goldberg was a fan favorite when he first came to the WWE from WCW. Then you had Booker T, who was clearly world championship material.
Should have won, but they politic the fuck out of that.
I think there's plenty of guys on the Raw brand from 2002 through 2004 that would have done a great job as being the world champion. Even Kane. I think Kane deserved a
especially this person Kane. Especially this person. And he got fucked over because of that. He's another one got fucked over because of that Ring of Terror as well, too. I don't care what anybody said. This version of Kane was one of the best versions of Kane, man. Even before we lead up to this, Kane was the best one. Kane, well, first off, he was jacked as fuck. Two, Kane had a personality. He was coming to his own. And then you fucked him over. Now you fucked him over to the ring town with that Katie Vick bullshit. Then had this man unmasked just to return the monster where he didn't need it. He didn't need to do that, man. You ruined a good top baby face out of Kane over that. Because of a Ring Terror and because you missed him being a monster. Like, this Kane was awesome. I don't care. Still today, that's my... And he had a slow killing go theme at this time anyway. So he really was been over because of that. You know what I'm saying? The unmaxing didn't really need to happen. But I guess he had to do it as well too. Still somewhat iconic. But at the same time, this Kane right here was so in the array. And I would have loved to see him as a world champion.
Good run because he only had a one-day title run in the Attitude Era. And the last hot take from the real TJP says that WCW will make a comeback with the combination of NXT and TNA. And honestly, that is one of the most fire ideas. I hope it happens because a rebrand with NXT and TNA, bringing back WCW with that name, that would kind of be fire. And I want to see it happen. So hopefully it does. Anyways, that is it for the video, guys.
Okay, I was like, what the fuck you mean? When Pllana explained it, I'm like, okay, that's in sound interesting as well too. I mean, only thing about it is I hope they don't like this hurt shit don't end up being like some of these assholes in the group on there are trying to say what happened to with WWE and partnerships in the past. So, I mean, like, come on. But anyway, other than that, though, always enjoy hot takes. I mean, the video's 8 minutes long, and you're looking at it right now. I turned this video into a 26-minute video because I gotta say talk my shit when it comes to like hot takes as well too, especially if I don't agree with them as well too. And throwing more rants involved in there as well too, because sometimes I like to express myself. But other than that, if you like, I mean, because I gotta hold my shit back, because I mean, being a good guy, I gotta hold shit back as well too, because if you sometimes assholes want to use your stuff against them, I'm just realizing that shit is supposed to be 100 with Stone Michaels on the head. That's funny. I do want to see this one time. But other than that, if you like my reaction, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and comment down any hot takes you have. Or do you agree or disagree with any hot takes right here as well too? It's your boy T-Bear signing off. One love.